Welcome back to another cooking video. I'm Chef Devo, and today I'm going to show you how to make a beautiful piece of beef jerky. Just an amazing, tasty one. Now, the difference between the one I'm going to show you today and normal beef jerky is normal beef jerky is made usually with very lean meat, but I'm going to show you how to make it with a very fatty steak like a ribeye or an entrecôte. And I'm going to keep it as a whole slice so it looks sort of like a whole steak. So it ends up looking like this, where it looks like a whole piece of steak. And this is very nice because it's a beautiful sort of presentation for it. Now, the difference between this and more lean cuts is you can't preserve this as long. So you have to keep this in the fridge and it'll have a much shorter shelf life than a leaner cut of meat that's been preserved in this way. But that doesn't matter because it's super tasty and you won't be keeping it very long in your fridge at all. In fact, I have trouble keeping it more than a week in my fridge because I'll just eat all of it, frankly. Okay, so in this video I'm going to show you how to make it with Excalibur. It's a massive dehydrator, but you can also use these home small dehydrators. That should be fine too. Let's get straight into this. First thing you need to know is how to make the spice rub. Let's do this. Okay, so the first step to making your beef jerky, you're going to need to make a spice rub that you're going to season your meat with. So here I'm just going to weigh out all the ingredients with a weighing scale. This is the most accurate method. And then I'm going to add them all together in a container and then mix it after. You can find the ingredients in the description below or on screen. Once it's all in there, you're going to want to shake it to mix the ingredients. Okay, now moving on to the meat. Here I've got a beautiful cut of ribeye, and I'm going to try to preserve the entire steak look of this beef jerky by cutting thick, long slabs of meat. So here they're going to be about 2/5 of an inch to 3/5 of an inch thick. That's 1 centimeter to 1.5 centimeters. And you're just going to take your time to try to keep it as one piece of steak slice like this. Okay, so here I'm just going to cut another one. Try to saw the least possible, but considering how big this chunk of meat is, it's going to be very difficult to do it in one swooping cut. Just take your time to slice it as evenly as you can, and once you've done that, then just place these on the side for later. Now, you're going to need to take your spice rub and just place it into a container, and then you take your slices of meat and you're going to just press them into the spice rub, get it nice and evenly covered over the meat, just like that. And then once it's nice and covered, you're going to place these pieces of meat onto your dehydrator drying racks. Now I've got an Excalibur, so these are very big drying racks, so just try to fill them up as evenly as you can with your meat slices. Okay, once you've done that, place them into the dehydrator, and they're going to stay in there for about 6 to 7 hours at a temperature of about 68 degrees Celsius. Or 155 degrees Fahrenheit. And after a long time, about 6 to 7 hours, they'll look like this. Look at these amazing slabs of beef jerky. They look like an entire steak, and they are, essentially. And look at that, that's amazing. And that seasoning on it, it's insane. So tasty. Oh yeah, that's the one. And the fat is just like squidgy and soft and greasy, and just it melts in your mouth. It's insane how good the fat becomes in a dehydrator. It's just so juicy and delicious. Okay, so there we go. Now you've made this amazing piece of beef jerky. One thing to know is this part here, this is what I call the gold nugget. It's laced with fat, and it's the most fattiest part out of everything, and it just melts. Oh boy. Now this is the most premium cut of beef jerky you can basically make. A bit higher than this would be sirloin, but there's no point really to do it with that. this is really where it's at. And oof, that fat is naughty. Ooh, that is so good. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already, and check out some of my other videos. This is just an amazing recipe. Give this a try at home and let me know what you think in the comments below. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video. Goodbye.